The Big 12, Arizona State 10-2. Kenny Dillingham has his team in the conference championship. Iowa State also 10-2. That line right now is an even -2. Opened at 1.5 Arizona State. Right now it's -2 Arizona State. 50.5 on the points.
And Kenny Dillingham deserves all the praise that he's getting. But I think what's getting lost in this is Matt Campbell's done a really good job too this year. A really, really good job. You know, that Iowa State's kind of flown under the radar. I know we obviously know about Rocco Beck. But when you look at this game, this is, to me, you look at Iowa State and you say, all right, that's a defensive team. That's a defensive team. Arizona State, maybe a little more balanced, right? Not that there's a bunch of superstars on Arizona State's defense. We know about Cam Scadaboo and Sam Levitt and what they've done offensively, but they've been pretty daggum good on defense, especially in the red zone. But when you look at Iowa State and you really dive into the numbers, and you look at the scoring defense and what they're giving up, you're like, man, that's really good. But then there's this one small nugget that I found today. Iowa State is ranked 14th in their own conference in rush defense. If I'm Cam Scadaboo, I am licking my chops at this matchup. If you're going to be bad at one thing against Arizona State, it better not be stopping the run. So to me, that means one or two things are going to happen. Matt Campbell's got to go out there and hope that running his base stuff and just matching personnels and keeping an even box with what you're getting is going to be good enough, which it hasn't been. Or you're going to have to load the box and take your chances with Sam Levitt beating you with his arm. That's what I would do from the jump. I would do whatever it takes to not let Cam Scadaboo beat me. Because if you watch this Arizona State team, Sam Levitt, he can do it with his legs. It's been impressive. They've made plays on the outside. They're able to throw the ball deep, decently, consistently. But what gets them going as a team, not just offensively, not just defensively, but on special teams, is when Scadaboo starts skating. That's what gets them going. That's what, it's like if that test gets passed and they're watching Scadaboo do what he normally does, it's like the rest of the team goes, oh, boys, we're here. We're about to rock and roll. We're about to put the windows down and cruise on this one. Because if Cam can do that, we can all do what we do. So if you're Iowa State, how do you stop the run? Do you overload it to stop it and take your chances on the outside? Or do you try and play it even at the beginning and see if you can get away with it? But as we can talk about schematics and 3 down and 4 down and pressures and zone coverage and man coverage and split coverage and all that stuff. But there's something about the momentum of this Arizona State team that every time I keep thinking about them, it's hard for me to see them in the light of losing a game like this. And I think the biggest compliment that you can give Kenny Dillingham is that as a young coach, because he wants to be dynamic offensively. He wants to be able to throw it around and do those things. Go look at his past. Look at what he did at Oregon, right? That's not who they are. He was smart enough to adjust to his personnel. I think it's been a really nice season for Matt Campbell and Iowa State. I think Arizona State wins this because Iowa State can't stop the run.
Talking about Scadaboo, he's 2 yards away from the 1,400-yard mark with 17 rushing touchdowns. Meanwhile, Sam Levitt, 21 touchdowns thrown, only 5 interceptions. They're not turning the football over. Who you taking in this one, Blaine?
This one's tough, especially I know Arizona State wants to get up there and run the ball, and they're going to do that a lot, but I thought Jordan Tyson's played really well for them this season. He's going to be hurt for this game. He will not play in this championship game, and that's going to be a big factor. I like Arizona State in this game. I wouldn't bet it, to be honest, but if I had to lean way, the hottest team out to me right now is Arizona State, and the way Iowa State is built on defense is not good for them running into this team. So I like Arizona State, but Rocco Beck, man, I tell you what, the dude's an absolute game.
Do we like the over in this game? What's it at, 51.5?
50.5.
50.5? I kind of like the over in this game. And I know you think Iowa State, you think clunky, you think, hey, it's going to be low scoring. It's going to be fought in a phone booth. I don't know. I feel like this could end up being a sneaky track meet of some sort, even though Arizona State is a ground and pound type team. What's up, YouTube? Almost to 160,000 subs. You could be the one to get us over that hump, and wouldn't that be a great feeling for everybody involved? Make sure you hit that subscribe button.